y'all? We are at it again. All right, we've been trying to do this. Rayshone been I'm just gonna give myself the coronavirus been affecting my brain. So I'm just joking. So welcome back, guys. We appreciate you tuning in today. We just getting ready to have a real conversation, and Diesel's gonna ask me some couple of questions. This is a reverse. So you know, I'm kind of a little bit excited about the interview. So let's bring it on over, Diesel. Thank you so much for being here.
How you guys doing? You're welcome. Thank you for having me here at your lovely home.
Yeah, right. I forgot we're here.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
So my question is can you tell me a little bit like about like the history of you and like how you got started, like your brand, your company, and all that?
Okay.
Just give a little history, like college days, high school days.
All right. So my brand didn't Weaving Luxury and my branding of myself didn't start in my college days. Back then I had the idea that I was going to be a pharmacist for some apparent reason. I feel like, I don't know, I'm an extrovert, so being behind that pharmacy desk and just standing back there was very debilitating. So I needed something to break out, and that's when I started running my business. But I attended Youngstown State University. I did 2 years there in prerequisites, and then I decided I got accepted to Neal UCOM. It was Neal UCOM at the time in Rootstown, Ohio, and I was like, I'm off pharmacy school, And I did 2 years of pharmacy school, and then I recognized that it just wasn't what I wanted to do. Right. I had to break away, and at that point, I know a lot of people reach those moments in their lives where like, I don't really want to do this, but how do I not do this? Everybody thinks you should go to college. Everybody thinks you should complete this degree. And everybody, they're like, they're rooting for you to do this. And I was like, you know what?
So you could be in $300,000 in debt.
Absolutely. So, but you know what? I about faced. I really did. I bowed out of pharmacy school. I knew it wasn't for me. I went back to Youngstown State. I finished my bachelor's of biology, bachelor's of science. I majored in biology and minor in chemistry. And I just decided that it just wasn't going to be for me. Now, I do sell my degree on eBay. It's 160, they can have it on eBay.
Right,
it's listed.
I understand. So what was you going through like in your mindset, like when you were going through that? Like what was like, I know you was in the pharmacy program, but like I know you was obviously thinking about this other thing you was doing. Like how was you going through it like in your mind?
I felt completely defeated though. I mean, it was like chase your dream or go to pharmacy school. And pharmacy school was a family thing. That was like I was the first person to go to college and graduate and get this degree, and everybody thought that I should do it. And even though I was like, this really isn't me. So it was really a defeating. I felt defeated until I broke out and finished college, and actually I didn't start my business until I got out of college. It was years later until I started. I started Weaving Luxury maybe about 5 years ago. So I graduated from Youngstown State in 2014. So it's been 6 years since I graduated. So
So like tell us about like how'd you lead up to doing what you're doing now? Like when did you start like actually doing business and getting into hair and all that stuff?
The direction change for me came.
I know you're not good with years, you say.
Right. But you know what? But since our last conversation, I made sure I know I graduated in 2014 because I want people to be able to fact check. So if they go on Google and Rayshone Oliver and they look at the roster, I'm like, my name is really there.
Right. You graduated.
Right. But we were talking about the mindset shift. That mindset shift switched as far as entrepreneurship. It switched for me when I started watching The Secret, okay? My fiance said, sit down with me and watch this movie.
Right.
And I said, you always want to watch this movie. And he says, look, do you want to watch the movie or not? And I'm like,
do you want to get better is what he was saying.
But listen, he didn't say that though.
He wasn't, that's what he meant.
Whatever, okay? So I said, I guess. So we start watching it. Now, I'm sure that you probably, I don't know if you watched it on Netflix, The Secret. I think we've talked about you watching it before. And in the beginning of this film, it's drawn out, it's long, and I just was rolling my eyes and sighing out loud. And he said, you know what, never mind, forget it. You ain't even got to watch it. We watch something else. And I said, no, I want to watch it.
Right. You see Bob Proctor on there.
But I didn't know who they were at the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Lisa Nichols, Bob Proctor. Yes, Bernard like it with the dreads. But anyway, right. I didn't know at the time it was going to be that valuable. But by the end of that show on Netflix, I was sitting there crying, trying to drive an imaginary car. So if you've watched the film, you would understand that.
They kept coming out with a new one.
Oh, really?
A new one, yeah.
Well, are they going to keep the same
I think
cast?
it's the same. I don't know if they're going to keep the same cast, but I just know they make a new one.
Okay, that's good.
So they can update people, you know, they're just trying to keep up with the wave.
Right. Well,
the world is different now.
I was just getting ready to say, things are changing.
Since they did that. So what happened when you watched The Secret? What did you learn?
Mostly, I learned that just I could do anything. That it was a moment of clarity. Like, why is it that I have to make this decision to be one thing? Why do I have to do this? And I already felt like I was kind of rebellious in my character anyway. But at this point, it was like, you know what? I'm just going for the stars. I'm no longer going to stop. When my dreams feel like they're achievable, I'm going to make them bigger, and I'm not going to stop. And I actually revisit The Secret. So it's not something that you continue to keep. You know, you don't keep that emotion. You have to really strive for that, because dreams take longer than what we expect for them to happen, and you can lose momentum if you don't begin to dive deep into the energy and keep your passion really, really alive. So I revisit The Secret, and I revisit driving that imaginary car, and I revisit feeling my dreams, and so that's what I learned, the idea of revisiting those moments and really holding on to them and believing that they are to come to. They feel so real to me. They're not second. This is second nature.
Right.
It's second nature for me.
So we talked about you reading like books. What's the books that you said Think and Grow Rich?
Oh yeah.
What about that book? Did it help with your business and like your personal life?
Right.
Napoleon Hill.
Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich. It was more of clarifying for my spirit. You know what I mean? For something where I could keep grounded as my humanity, like being able to be directed and understanding that people are real and they exist, and a love for humanity rather than trying to be selfish or having this selfish perspective when you're going out to reach people, you know, and so that is what Think and Grow Rich has really taught me. Is it's like making sure that you're not, when you're going to get things and you're going to achieve these financial, these to most astronomical financial goals, right. It's never about what you're selling. It's about why you're doing it. It's about that energy that that you want to take with you.
So you tell the audience like what are the things you do to inspire women? And, you do a lot of different things. So you share it to them like what you do, like how you inspire women through your business or your passion through the ladies thing you're doing, and all the other things.
So in the beginning, inspiration started with doing hair. I felt like I'm a stylist and that's what I do. I just do hair. And then I started to find so much benefit. My clients actually would just tell me, Rayshone, you're very emotionally inclined. You have a very good intellect. I love your perspective. You've been very helpful. And and these are professional women. I'm not talking about just somebody saying, hey, should I choose a red dress or a black dress for prom? I'm talking professional women that are, principals and they work in prisons and things like that. Just real women real women that are asking these questions, and I'm able to be helpful. And so I wanted to expand that, because when we in the salon, okay, we don't have filters on our conversations. It's not like we're in there like, girl, did you hear? I was going to have, the thing. I was going to do that. You know what I mean? No, we say sex, we say ass, we say titties, we say pussy, we say all of those things. And so I feel like when I look at the women that are on the stage right now, they remove those words because they want to. It's like cover it up. That's what we do.
Sort of like what they did with the racism.
Right. It's covered. It's a cake. They like make it this. I don't know. It's just real cliche. We don't want to really speak on that.
What y'all talk about.
Right. We don't really want to speak on that because it's really not called that, and that's inappropriate. But there's women out there that need inappropriate conversation. And when I say that, I mean, when I go and speak to somebody and I need advice, if you don't cuss, it's uncomfortable to talk to you.
Right. You just don't vibe with that.
And it's not even because, it's just that I find myself being like, because this stuff pissed me off, even though I wanted to say this shit pissed me off.
Right.
It's not a real, it doesn't feel, and I want people, women in general, really, our African American women, to be able to be letting and actually open up. There are women out here who smoke weed and read books, and are educated, and really have a very broad mindset, but I feel like there's a missing space for them, and I want to create that community.
Be that gap.
Yeah, I want to create that community of women that are educated. We could smoke a blunt, we could go out and we could get up in the morning, take care of our business, take care of our kids, still do our laundry, cook our dinner, run our businesses, and really just be who we are, whatever that may be. And just leave some of those heavy stipulations that what a woman should or should not be behind.
You respecting it, like you being you. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I respect about you. You're not letting society say, "Oh, I don't want you to be like this." You're like, "No, I'm gonna be me."
Yeah, but that's a struggle.
It's hard.
It is not an easy thing.
Even for me.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
we all. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I know what you. I know exactly what you're going through. You're like, I know I want to do this, but what they gonna say? I don't even care about that no more. But like, it did take a minute to get over that.
It does.
It's hard.
It really, really is. And to be honest, I on a daily basis, I still have to command the honesty to myself and to my audience. I have to demand that honesty. Right. When I get up, like this morning when I woke up, this song was in my head. What was the song? I don't remember what the song. It was just this. Oh, it wasn't Sugar Free. It was SWAT. I
don't know the song, but I know who.
Yeah, you know, he was like. I can't remember the words to the song, but either way, that's what was in my head. Right. And I tell you, I will record it, and I would be like, do I post this? And then yes, and I'm like, you know what? Post. This is me. This is my energy. This is my smile. Like even yesterday, the whole Blackout Tuesday was such a controversial day. To me, it felt like there was so much misconception, confusion, and I be so mad at our people. So I be like, black people don't ever having a plan. Now, like, so what was really supposed to do? Was if I felt like it was people in line like, why you tell me to post a black picture? That's not what you're supposed to do. You know?
I think it was like I try to bring awareness.
Yeah.
And I think people, took it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you're supposed to bring awareness.
Yeah.
Like, and I think they missing the point of what is going on. Why are we doing this?
See,
they took it from that to you already know.
See, what my voice said, what I said when I was on my Instagram, and I will say it again and again and again, is that I am a creator. I refuse to be take that away from me. And first of all, what that Blackout Tuesday felt like to me was shut the fuck up. It felt like shut the fuck up. Everybody, just don't say nothing. Just be quiet. Stay in line and be quiet for one day. This is the time we need to be screaming out. This is the time and I'm not gonna mean literally burning down stuff. And, we're not even gonna get into the stipulation of that. But I mean, this is a time that we need to be really utilizing our voices. It's really important. And then for a whole 24 hours, you want us to just say nothing?
Oh no.
And you want to just post this black and just be like,
someone said that to me, like, oh, you post the wrong thing. I said, you don't control what I post.
Absolutely not.
You control who you want to control. You don't control.
But I get it. I am a different, and I really do not conform to things that do not have results. Right. There was no result. What was the result of that?
We're supposed to bring awareness. But
that did not.
I'm not sure.
I'm
not sure what it brought to them.
Well, maybe. Right. Maybe.
But I know what it brought for what I did. But I don't know about, what I'm saying.
What made me frustrated is so many people felt so validated with that act.
Yeah, and some people that I know that there's a different, they're different than us. I was like, you just doing it for
right. It's just it was like a false representation. You know, it was an easy fix. It's like going to get a Black Lives Matter shirt. Bam. Straight facts. You know what I mean? It's like that's not enough. It's just not enough.
And start with the government. Start with
there's a big
rules, regulations.
Absolutely.
Whatever else they need to do.
And I think our inner peace needs to be a big thing. Yeah. I think a lot of us, we want to lash out. We want to blame everybody. We want to blame Trump. We want to blame the coronavirus. We want to blame the government. We want to blame China. We want to blame. Well, I mean, we want to blame everybody. But to be honest, right? We really just need to look inside of ourselves, because if every person who decided to break something decided not to, it wouldn't be shit broke. I mean, and yes, there is a lot of things that we're going through. There's no easy fix. I hate when people be like, well, what you need to do. How do you know?
You don't know.
We don't know what we need to do. This is a very difficult situation, and it's very sad. It's very disheartening, and there is no easy fix, but we definitely need to focus on ourselves.
And look how we can change what we can change. People want to blame, like you said, they want to blame her, him, Trump, whatever. Like, you can't blame them for everything. You got to look at what can you do to change it, like you said. How can you be
Unfortunately, history is.
I don't know what's going on right now.
It repeats itself. You know, it's kind of. It's so. There's like so many levels to this shit. It's like. We had the coronavirus, then we got the fear on top of that, then we got the lockdown, then we got, I mean, and then we have this and the protests, and now we got gangs and stuff like that. But we want to talk about, I'm like, what the hell is 2021? Because to be honest, prior to the coronavirus, what do we have? We have the volcano in Paul,
Australia, Kobe Bryant,
the fires, Kobe Bryant. The list goes on. I mean,
it's like 1,000 things.
It really is. And then even in my personal life, there's sisters lost and mothers lost that, you know what I mean, that have been broken. Look at the jobs, the 10 million jobs that are people. It is a very, very difficult time. And if someone thinks that they have the answer, I just really think that they're remiss.
You just gotta let time heals.
Oh yeah. So we gotta talk about that.
Oh, go ahead. So what is this back here that you got, creating?
Yes, so I wanted a planter box. When the coronavirus hit,
I remember you talking about
that. Yeah, I was like, I need something else to do with my time. You know, with me being a content creator and creating at home all the time, I needed some place to be. I needed something else to do. So I decided I'm going to come and get the camera so you guys can see what I got in here. Yep. So I made it out of pallets. I used the wood and I sawed it in half, and then I used that cork board, and me and Dorian, he helped me with the roofing gun, and we put it all together. And these are my tomatoes here, and then I got spearmint, rosemary, thyme, cilantro, basil, and then those are my peppers. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm actually, let's see, wait a minute, right there, it's actual basil growing. Dope. I'm excited about that. But yep, I made that all by myself. I guess me and Dorian, we did that together. It was fun. Yep.
Y'all creators in this house.
Yes.
Feel like you and him, you and your fiance.
Both, and them kids are ours.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're head of the house, y'all together. Yeah. But it's cool to see like you guys creating, around the house.
It looks like some weather about to come. Here, let's pop a squat.
Hope not.
So, what's next? Let's keep talking.
I gotta get us back in
in the groove.
Okay, so we didn't talk about your biology thing.
Okay.
I want you to talk about how you use that to share light on people products with hair, the nail, lips and all that. So can you talk about a little bit of that? Yeah.
So when I first finished college, I actually thought that I wouldn't. I was like, you know what? I don't know why I got this degree. It ain't even worth nothing. It's not valuable. Right. But I've really got into learning stuff about hair, So it was like, ooh, I can make products. I can make lip gloss. I can really dive into the beauty aspect and give a full experience for women rather than just giving them just doing their hair. Now I can look into, there's so many women right now that I deal with, especially with the ailments like trichotillomania or alopecia, universalis, androgenic alopecia, all of those different things, those different hair loss issues. It was education for that. I didn't know it at the time, but it really just kind of reiterated what it is that I wanted to do for my profession. And so I'm grateful now that I have that experience, because my chemistry part, I'm able to mix my products, I'm able to make my lip glosses, I'm able to know the measurements and how to do some of the the numerical transitions that you need. And then with my biological degree, the biological portion of my degree, I'm able to focus in on the anatomical portion of the scalp and knowing things like that.
See, I think it's very important that people know about that. I think they just go in the store and buy a product and I can say I used to. I don't know why I'm using Head and Shoulders. Why am I using Head and Shoulders?
Right.
I mean, I do know why I'm using it, but you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes those products ain't as good as you know, something like you might know something better. Like, hey, Ben, you might need to get this one. This help with the skin lasting a little bit longer.
Yeah, a lot
you know what
of
I'm saying?
people
Like
do
people
that.
don't know that, so I think it's very important that you share that inside of you, because that's like a low key thing about you.
Yeah,
A
a lot of people
know
don't.
about that.
They don't. A lot of people don't know. They think that maybe, I don't know, because I'm not. I can't. I'm not really a bragger. You know, I don't really like to boast or be boastful about myself. I'm grateful for all of the things that I'm capable of doing. And sometimes it's a gift and a curse. Being able to do so many things, it almost makes the illusion that, you know, that you've heard the jack of all trades, master of none. You know,
I don't believe in that.
Me either. Me either.
But I understand what it's saying.
Yeah.
You know, what if you master each one of those trades?
Right, absolutely. I have. So far I'm mastered hair.
You get what I'm saying?
You know, right.
What if
And
you
I
master all
definitely
them
mastered
trades?
talking.
Right. Think about it. Like, I was watching a podcast with T.I. and Damon and John, the dude that made FUBU.
Okay.
And he was talking about how, you know, only certain people can move from different industries and be at the top of the game at each industry.
Right.
And that's something like I have and you have in common.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you went from podcasting.
Right.
Well, you still do that, but you do hair, you do the biology part. You could go up there and suit up and, you know what I'm saying, be an actress one day.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you know I did plays before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could do all those different moves that don't mean like that. I don't feel like master whatever that quote is like real, because a lot of people do it and I see that they're successful at doing it.
Absolutely. And they do plenty of things that they're experts at.
Like, so one day you might be, Rayshone might want to do hair. You might want to cook. I don't want to be a chef.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely good. I'm definitely could do that too.
You might want to, you know, get into the CBD world one day.
Oh, absolutely. I was thinking about that with the stock shares and growing marijuana, just because it's a profitable business. Actually, I always think about how people make money and where you're going to invest in. My mindset tells me that I'm going to be a billionaire, not my bank account. You know.
Like, you know me, I just went like this. That means pass.
That's it.
You pass. I was talking to one of my partners today, and I was just like, "Hey, bro, look, you know," he's like, "We got to push it. It's time to go to that next level. We got to start getting to the next round." And a lot of people don't even know who he is. I'm not going to share. You know what I mean? But I got people around me that, you know, want to help see things grow.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to have a community of people that believe in you, and I think your fiance, you and your daughter. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good start.
Yeah, it really, really is.
Because you got your family right here. Like, everything you need is right here.
Yeah.
People always trying to look outside of.
Right. And I do feel like
sometimes you have to.
Yeah, sometimes it's mandatory.
The alignment. It gotta be alignment.
Yes, because you know we all have heard hiring our cousins that don't necessarily work, but
you feel me?
Right. We was like, here we go. That's a whole nother. We about to have another hour. It's like, I'm just.
We be here all day talking about that, and I'm sure we all got experiences.
Absolutely.
You know, with our family. So, my thing is like, how does one, like, you know, come to alignment with you? Like what values do you look in? Like, say if a young lady, you know, wanted to be mentored by you, or want to know like how you do hair, or, you know, they want to train with you. You know, I mean, pick your brain. How you go about it? How do women go about doing that?
Right.
I always wanted to ask, like, you know how guys, we be like, oh, that's an OG.
Right.
I know. Do y'all got a WG? Or, you know what I mean? Like, how does women do that? Like, what do y'all call that?
Yeah,
like, what would be some equivalent?
Let me think.
Put you on the thought on that one.
Yeah, you did. I love it. Lady talk, girl talk. You know, woman to woman, heart to heart. I don't know. A lot of my friends, they just call me like somebody they can come and talk to. You know what I mean? They really just
what about someone older?
Oh.
Like, if you was gonna talk to like Oprah, like, what would you call her, like, to your girl? I know you call her Oprah, but like I told you, if I was going to talk to Bob Proctor, I'd like the OG would say, right. You know what I'm saying? How would you call Oprah or like someone like that?
Well, of course, you know Oprah. She's a tough crowd because she has a way that she would like for herself to be directed as. But I would just be like, "What's up, girl? How you doing?"
All right, okay. So
you know,
we don't really have that.
Yeah,
we
don't
develop
have
that.
Yeah, and maybe she would be offended by that. Maybe she would be offended that I communicated with her as if she was not my superior. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just a human thing. So I enjoy conversations, but I don't necessarily have I think it's amazing that she's accomplished the things, and I would love to talk to her because she's an awesome woman with all of her accomplishments. But I still would just be like, you know, probably a little nervous. But what's up, girl? How you doing?
Right. That's why I asked. I just wanted to know like how you know, the women like talk to like girls that did it before them. Like I told you, as guys we say OGs or the big bro or you know, the big homie gonna show me the game a little bit. Like that's how we talk.
Right.
So I didn't know if it was like similar.
So I definitely would be the little homie if because a lot of my clients a lot of my clients even are older than me.
A lot of them are.
Yeah, they're
like,
older.
How much older?
So 6 to 20 years.
Okay.
So, yeah, 20 years.
Right. And then do they, like when you guys have conversations, do they give you game? Like what you call a game?
Yes, absolutely. So I believe it's a give and take. So I want to shout out the women that I do service because it takes a different type of woman. It takes an open-minded woman. It takes a woman who's been through some things and actually challenges common ideologies in order for us to communicate, because there's certain conversations that we just don't have. I will not talk religion with certain people. I won't talk politics with certain people just because I know that they don't have that open mind. But yes, we exchange information when it comes to us being valuable to each other. I think that is the best part about it. They have things that I've experienced that I haven't experienced because they've had years on me. But believe you me, I got some things and they be like, "Girl, what you did? What? Tell me about that." You know. So yes, oh yeah, they want to know. They definitely want to know. Shoot, they might relate more than what I think. They just won't say so.
They will relate to you because they've been through it. Maybe not all of it, but been through some similar. So absolutely.
But I love the idea of being around just real women.
All right. How do you know when it's how do you tell like if a girl is real?
Oh, okay.
I want to know. I work with women. People get misconception of that.
Absolutely.
But I work with women because easier, number one for me, and they're usually hungry.
Yeah.
Like I had to figure out the balance of the way you gotta do it though.
Hey, women are at the top. African American women specifically are at the top entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Prior to coronavirus, we have been the top leading entrepreneur business.
I didn't know
so,
like top. But
we're the leading. Okay. So we are in the new and upcoming businesses. And of course, fact check me if I'm wrong. Hey, tell me that too. You know what I mean? For real, I can't get everything right. But
you obviously saw it somewhere.
Absolutely, because I do know I read a lot. Just going through doing the research, and we've been killing the game
for years.
We've been killing the game, and women specifically have been really, really doing a great job. Women in business, and I really want to just be a part of that movement. I'm ready to be a part of that movement, and I'm looking to be, like we talked earlier about being that wedge and that segue, that bridge, I call it, for women that also can make a difference in the world. I may not be able to change the world, but I just want to spark like some type of change, some type of innovation where like a woman to just look in the mirror and just, you know what? Today I am beautiful, and I have no reason to think otherwise, and I believe that.
And I think you changed, you inspire the world, because you're being yourself. You know what I mean? So anytime that you're being yourself, and you got people that look, admire your work, and you and Anna had a good conversation. You and July.
Yeah.
You and Kim had a
me
great
and July
conversation.
and Anna. So I always shout out on Instagram. And Kim, obviously, she got all the her shirts. And her shirts just came up. She always be tagging me. I love her. July, she got her TikTok thing. I got to do my wave. I'm gonna do a wave TikTok. I be thinking I love TikTok. Okay, well, TikTok, Rayshone Oliver 7. I want to shout that out.
I saw it now. I'm like, I gotta see it.
Yes,
I see you moving. You evolving.
Oh my goodness, and it's happening so rapidly. That part is happening rapidly. I didn't expect TikTok to be as...
You're having fun with it now.
Oh, yeah.
You're being creative. That's the point of being a creative. And people that, influence. You have a different way to influence people with hair and whatever you want to do.
Right. And I think...
Video.
Yeah, what I feel like TikTok, out of all of the platforms, it allowed me to do everything that I do. And I never felt like it was not supposed to be there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like on Instagram, when I'm posting, I have a very sporadic Instagram. When people go to my Instagram, they're like, well, what does she do? Because I see her, she doing the flat iron right here, but then she growing a tree. Like, you know what I mean?
I know. Trust me,
so it's very sporadic. So But when I got to TikTok, it felt like it was a place that this was supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And when I go to all of my Instagram events, and when people are teaching you about Instagram or classes, they're like, so when people go to your Instagram, they should know exactly what you do in the first 5 seconds of being there, or they're going to leave. And I'm like,
then leave.
You know, right. But I had to learn that.
Bye.
I had to learn that. It was like, well, wait a minute. And then I felt myself stuffing into this box. Like, I'm only going to post a weave picture. I'm only going to post a wig. And it just got really bad. But now I'm
post
telling
what you want to post.
I'm busting out. It's everything. I post all the time, as frequently as I possibly can.
You do. You do. We all do. But everyone posts. That's a lot. Don't give me talking about you don't be posting. You know how people are like, oh, you post too much. Well, you watching me too much.
Right, exactly. Because how would you know? How would you know?
All right, then. So you must be doing something.
Yeah.
I must be doing something right if you're watching me.
So and in my goal, so when I think about my thing, I want to ask you this. And I know I just switched it up a little bit. When you are posting, do you think, you know what, I got too many little dots up there. Let me just slow down. Or do you think, oh, it's not enough dots. Let me post some more so it can be, you know, do you think that?
I post as much as needed.
That's it.
How much is needed for that, how I feel.
That's it.
That's it. Like one time you might post one word.
Yeah.
So next week you might post, Rayshone might want to post 1,000 things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I studied Beethoven,
Mm-hmm.
or was it Mozart? One of them said that I write as many notes as necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I do 10,000 notes, or I do one note.
Right.
Whatever music
it takes.
feels. Whatever.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying with you. Like, it doesn't matter how many times you look at the dots or whatever, how many shots you need to take.
Right.
It depends on that one shot.
Absolutely. And I think each time too is another experience. I think people don't necessarily recognize that as a content creator, this is my job. Yeah. Me being on there is my job. Me
entertaining.
Yes, entertaining and being that life and smiling. I think one of the biggest things that I love that I get is the smile. Yeah. I feel like it's missing so much nowadays. People don't smile as much, and it's just, I mean, it's a lot of sadness going on, but I gotta be that smile. I gotta be it. I can't help it.
No, it's like, I relate to you because, like, I did a podcast with someone today, and the lady was like, I just love looking at your stuff. I'm like, I don't, like, they were like, how do you, like, she didn't say this, but someone else asked me, how do you just make your post? I'm like, how do you come up with it? I just go off of what I feel.
That's it.
Like, when you did your hair TikTok video, that's what you felt like to do during that moment. That's what you said, post. Like, so today I might post a picture of me at a NASCAR event.
Oh, that'd be dope.
That I was at a while back. And I want people to see, like, I have different flair too.
Yes.
You know, I worked with different companies. I work with big companies. I work with small companies.
Yeah.
But they're all the same to me.
Because
how can you inspire somebody?
Right.
You just, like, worked with Mountain Dew, and I had to do a different inspiration with them than I would do with, you know, Pepsi.
Yes. Absolutely.
Mountain Dew is more into the NASCAR. They like more of that type of stuff. Pepsi's more into football. Okay. You gotta know what you're working with.
I'm definitely gonna have to get better at that because I have no idea.
It's a lot I could teach, man. You already know off camera.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's a lot I can share.
Yes.
That I can help. I think would help because, like, you know, you remind me of me in the sense of, like, you're a go-getter. You like doing different things. You don't like being in a box.
Right.
So, like, it'd just be good to see you, like, with my taste in it.
Yeah.
Like my flavor. Like, okay, let me see how she would do.
Yeah.
Over here.
I would definitely like if as an extra on Empire.
The show's over.
I was just joking.
But any other show.
Yes.
Any other show.
It don't matter. I could still be extra on the next whatever if they ever do it again. Any show with Taraji P.
Listen.
I love her.
Timing. I'm taking a group of people with me and we're going on set.
Yes.
I used to do that already. I did that 5-6 summers ago.
Okay.
Not 6 summers, 5 summers ago.
Well, whenever you know, hey, ain't nothing to it but to do it.
You're right.
Yeah.
So my last question I want to ask you is, what is your mission with your social media, with all that? Like, what is your mission? What are you trying to accomplish? Well, you might not. I don't know what you're gonna say, but whatever you're trying to accomplish, what is your mission that you feel like you're here to do from what you know now? Because it could change. Yeah. But I'm saying at this moment.
Yeah. So, although I don't know if my mission will ever change, really. Right. Because my mission
will not change, but like evolve.
Yes, it's definitely going to evolve because it's going to get bigger. But it's really just to spread that positive energy. Okay. Like, and what I mean by positive energy, I really do mean from the deepest points, not this fictitious version of what makes you smile, but really like being able to look at yourself and crying because you really truly feel how beautiful that you are. And so I want to give that away. Like I want to share how I got to that point where I could look in the mirror and see myself in the future and aspire to be that woman, and always and I guess it comes with the recognizing that imperfection is exactly where you're supposed to be. Because if you once you get to perfect, there's nowhere to go.
There's no such thing.
Right. Well, I mean, but either way, if you're striving for if you're striving for perfection, if you get there, then there's nowhere to go. So even if it's this unrealistic goal, you want to make sure that you don't ever feel that you're there already.
So true.
Because some people feel like they're perfect and they don't got nothing to improve.
Stop it.
It's unrealistic, but I guess I got to be the first to say, or maybe I know other people agree that they feel that they don't have anything to change.
That's on them.
Yeah. But I'm just not. Yeah. And I'm not one of those people. So if I had whatever this world, if I died, I would be very, very sad because people would not get the positive energy that I'm ready to give away. And that's what I'm leaving. That's what they're gonna take.
That's what you've been doing.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna keep giving it every single day, every day I can.
What's your favorite What's one of your favorite things that you were successful at? That you already been successful at? What's one of the things that you okay, that was a success? That was a success, or that was a success. Which thing that you were doing that you
so building my website and making it functional and actually being able to get some feedback and profits.
That is feedback though. Yes. That is feedback. Well, the way you said it, I'm thinking you was going with feedback.
Yes.
But same thing, that is feedback.
Yes, so that is
it's energy.
That feedback. Is also building my salon and going through and deciding that I was gonna do it on my own. When I decided that I was gonna get my own salon, I didn't think it was possible.
Why?
Because I worked in for commission, and I just didn't do the math. I don't know why it took me so long to do the math, but I think it was a society.
Your first hair job.
Or
where'd you work at? Okay.
Famous
They
hair.
get commissions?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So that's what you were going off of commissions.
Mm-hmm. So that means that they got 50% of what I made.
Oh. That's tough.
Now
Which is good. They gave you a platform.
They did they did give me a platform, but the problem is that when you begin to make money and they can't do what I could do.
No.
When I braid hair, they're getting 50% of money that they can't even. They don't provide me with nothing.
Right.
You see what I mean?
You had to bring in your own supplies too?
Well, no, they brought in the supplies, but a lot of the supplies weren't meant as famous hair.
Right, it's not meant for
it. Wasn't meant for us.
For what you're trying to do.
And braiding, they didn't supply the braiding hair.
So you had to go out, or your client had to go get it.
Or sewing. If I'm doing a sewing weave, they didn't. So that wasn't necessarily a good platform for me as an African American stylist. It was a beginning.
Right, it got you aware. Got you
absolutely.
Your steps.
But then again, you begin to learn the different things that are in place that are not meant for us. Mm-hmm. So once I began to learn that, once I decided that I could do this, I was like, if I make, at the time I made $16,000 a year.
That's tough.
At that was after taxes and everything. I was excited. I'm telling you, 16. I was like, yes, look at me.
Grateful.
Right.
But you started somewhere.
But they took, and at the time I was only at 47%. So they were taking 53% of what I made. So I started doing the math. I said, wait a minute. So if I make $16,000, that means if I double that plus 3% tax, I'm almost making $40,000 a year, and I think I can't cover hairspray, a blow dryer, a flat iron, and a chair. And I think I can't pay booth rental. I thought that I could not do it.
So what made you
just the math?
Believe in yourself.
The numbers.
Okay.
I said it like this: if I could make $40,000 a year, I started doing the math. If my booth rental, my first job, my first independent stylist was at Aria. It was between it was $175 a week. So that is
Aria in Board.
Mm-hmm.
On by Hotheads.
Yeah, right next to Hotheads.
You had your own thing in there.
Yes.
I never knew you were in there.
Yeah, that was my first space. Brown Sugar Studio. Number 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like to know like backstory.
Yep, it's number 6. Number 6. So when you go into the front doors, if you go to the left, it's the first door on. I was the first door on the right.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Because I see like young ladies in there now.
Oh yeah.
That's like, you know.
Oh yeah, it's a very lucrative. I love the setup. Actually, I'm gonna adopt that. Really, I'm gonna adopt that for Beautiful Endeavors for my salon. I really want to adopt that platform because I like the stylists being able to have their own. I like the independent contractor. I like the lack of responsibility for the owner. But either way, here nor there. But yeah, I work there.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Who was your first client?
Oh my gosh. So I've been doing hair forever. So I would have to say my first time was my little sister.
Okay, outside of that, who was your first person that believed in you? Like believed in you, like a long-term client?
Okay, so if I had to, I guess I'm gonna say the client that I've had the longest.
Okay.
And I won't give her last name, but her first name is Diane.
Okay. Shout out to Miss Diane.
Yes, and Diane don't play. Okay, so one time Diane lost me because I moved from a salon, or I think I left Famous Hair, and Famous Hair would not tell her where I went because it was, against it. We don't do
they
that.
don't want to give you. They don't want to give the game.
Right. And so Diane, at the time I was on food stamps and I was on welfare, and she knew my mom, and my mom happened to go into there, and she was like, "Where is your daughter?"
That was it.
So yeah, and she found me all the way through there, and I think Diane is my long. I've been.
You still do her hair?
I still do her hair.
Once
every
a month?
10 weeks. She gets a color every 10 weeks. Yeah.
10 weeks. Mm-hmm. That's 5 times a year.
A color and a trim. Mm-hmm.
That's about 5-6 times a year.
Yeah, for all of those years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when the next time you want to see her?
She just came 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So it'll be 8 weeks. She loves dogs. She loves ballet.
You do it right here.
Uh-huh.
Your hair, all that.
Yes. Oh, you want to see my salon?
Oh, no. Well, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to see the salon.
Yeah, I definitely want to see it.
Uh-huh.
See what I'm saying? I love when, we do something like you build I love business.
Uh-huh.
I love all about it because I think that, like, it's like a beautiful art.
Mm-hmm.
And me and you never so talked about what, business moves we could do.
Oh, absolutely. But you know what? That's big things to come. And it's about planning.
Yeah. We've always talked about
it. Yes, but we've
like,
never really put anything, and that's what the problem is.
Right.
As soon as we put something in stone, both of us, we get it in writing, then we'll make a plan, and that's all it takes. But other than that, it's just, and I know things changed with coronavirus. It was a big hit.
We were supposed to
do speaking engagements, travel to places, the dynamic duo, but now you can't go anywhere.
Right.
So most of the speaking,
it'll be fixed though.
Oh yeah,
not fixed, but hopefully we're able to do something next couple months.
Yeah.
By
At
fall.
Yeah, by fall. I mean, if nothing else, maybe we could be the first to do something.
Yes.
Because we can't be scared forever.
No, you can't live in fear because
you cannot be scared forever. I am telling you.
Fear.
And if they ain't scared to go protest, they should not be scared to come to a motivational event.
My thing is that the people that protest not even wearing the mask.
Right.
So now everyone think the COVID situation, you disrespect, even if it was true or not.
Right.
Whatever.
If it's true or not.
It had to be true because people died from it. Had to been somewhat a problem.
Right. Somewhat validated.
It had to been,
But now all of a sudden
it's cured.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on,
it.
Man, you can't But see, I notice every few years, every 4 years, something happened.
Yeah.
You notice time.
It's
like every those 4 years, especially before.
I think it kind of coincides with the presidential election.
Yeah, I was saying that. Before every election, I noticed something like this happens. And you look, there was a swine flu, bird flu, whatever.
It's always something.
But like I said, I live in a world, I see that world, but I live in a positive, like I said, environment. So I try to focus on the positive of what we could do. So, what's one business that you want to tap into, but you didn't tap into it? That you didn't tap into it,
yes, absolutely. That's product.
That you can share.
Product creation.
Okay.
Flat iron creation, blow dryer creation, making the actual tool.
Oh man, I love this.
Well, this is why though.
Why?
Tool creation as a stylist, and it's really important. I have carpal tunnel in my hand. So
hand?
Yes, am I right?
Okay.
So when you flat iron and when you're holding your tools, them being comfortable is really important. I struggle with them being comfortable. Them being durable is one of my biggest issues. I'm so tired of spending $200-300 on a flat iron and it lasts me 60 days.
Oh no.
Or last even a year. You know what I mean? I need, and then the warranties are astronomical. Like the warranties, there's stuff like this. Okay, so if you got a warranty, you can't send it in. Then if you send it in, if we find that that you dropped it, then you don't get the warranty. I've had this flat iron for over a year. Why do you think? Do you think I did not drop it? You know, so realistically,
mistakes.
Realistically, your core gets wrapped around stuff, your foot gets wrapped around it, then you open the drawer, it slides off. You know, there are, but durability really, really matters.
Mistakes.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I use BioIonic right now. And
what is it? I don't know.
BioIonic is a flat iron.
Okay.
It's a brand. I like their brand. I'm actually gonna reach out to them. Hopefully, I can do some sponsorship. Y'all hear that? So
I was about to ask you about that.
Yeah.
Man, you know, let me know who they are.
Well, you know what? I just need to know how to reach out to them. That's it. You know, write a letter, send an email. Probably, I'll do that too. Whichever it is. Again, that's what we'll do next for sure. Because I'm really interested. I have so many videos with over 5,000 views of me using their tools and stuff like that.
And you're like very creative, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't see that creative side of you. They only see, like I said, what they want to see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they don't see that, you know, you're a great interviewer. You got a great podcast. You got a great brand,
negativity tends to really, people like it. You know, they just like it. You know, I read a post Dorian just posted, and he said, if violence doesn't fix anything, why do we have wars?
Ooh. That's a good one. I'm gonna think about that. I was talking about something similar today with Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
Did it fix something?
Did it?
Yes and no.
Right.
No, in some ways, and yes, that
and
exposed
absolutely
people.
It did. It made a difference in some way, and unfortunately, some of that negativity, it really turned into some positive results for some people.
Right. So you gotta take negative energy and negative vibrations. Like, you know, how I came
over here.
Positive
in every situation.
You know how I came over here today and we was talking and discussing, you know, people's feedback.
Yes.
And I'm like, hold up. You gotta trust the process here. It's a process.
It is a process.
But you take that energy and say, hey, look, it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
You trust me?
All right. That's it. And people believe in a lot of times, if we don't believe in ourselves, if we don't believe in that process, I think that's what happens is they get lost in it because they lose that. I'm telling you, you got to revisit that energy. We know, I think it's something that you probably do regularly, is make sure that you are staying grounded. Because people try to pull you in all these different directions. There's all different types of mindsets, all different types of
business.
Yes.
That
man,
had nothing to do with my business.
Absolutely.
People pulling me away.
They tell you all the time. Somebody suggested today that I get another YouTube channel.
For what? You already built one up. I mean, unless you wanted to do
that.
No,
that's not it.
I'm saying unless you wanted to do that.
No. But this is what I'm saying. People not necessarily knowing what your process is and all it, so staying grounded is really important, and so I very much so do that. I know where I'm going. I make that decision. I stay really, really focused on that. Me and Weave and Luxury
things that's in alignment with the your
pathway.
Vision.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, someone trying to get me to sell things that I can't sell,
right?
Because that's not my vibration right now. Now, if I come into that field and I'll reach out.
Yes.
Everyone's good at what they do. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm not about to go sell insurance. That's not it.
No. No. Like, I'm saying, like, you let someone that do that.
Yes.
You collab. That's the collaboration. Hey, you set it up and then I bring people to you and you take, like, that's how it's supposed to be. But people want me to sell something that I can't sell. I can't sell that.
Yeah. There was something that we talked about, and it's been kind of on me. You know, I've been itching to get back to this topic. And it's the concept of how women in society sometimes can be so they're not uplifting towards each other, you know. And I don't remember specifically what you asked me, but I think you asked me how do I deal with the idea that sometimes it can be disheartening. You know?
Yeah, working with women.
Yeah.
Well, I just think like it's like same thing with men. You know what I mean? Like women got to fight. You know, like, and they build like that. From what I'm seeing, you know what I'm saying? I noticed like my sister and another girl trying to do business, they just had egos and Sometimes you gotta take that ego away and understand like what's the common good that you guys both can do together. You know what I mean? And that's gentlemen too. You know, we gotta come together and work together. It's hard for guys to work together because it's like it's two lions going in a battle.
Right. So I
the
guess
same thing with you.
Right.
It's like two lionesses.
Yeah, in the same. Okay.
It's like how you do this, I do this.
Right.
And then we come together. You know, you gotta find like that common. I think if we find a common goal, what is the goal? Like if me and who's Noel, you know, we are two lions. You know, he do what he do.
Right.
He has abundance. His name is an angel of abundance. Right. So he do what he do and shed his light. But my light is a little bit more gritty, more. We have a different way of doing that.
Same like with me, you know. I'm a little. I definitely am. I get down and dirty.
He gritty too, and I'm saying that he just has his own light of doing what he's doing. But me and him could work together all the time because we got the same goal.
Yeah.
So you gotta. I think if women find the same goal, lift each other, stop trying to have the biggest butt, biggest.
Right. Oh,
stop looking at extrinsic things.
Right.
Focus on intrinsic things. You know what I mean? So, and I think that you're doing that now because. The ladies I even brought to you, y'all cool now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You and Kim in particular, you and July.
Yes, me and July talk a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all vibe. Y'all similar age. You're a little older, but like, but y'all similar time frame. Like y'all was with IMX, B2K, and all that.
Yeah.
And I want to get back to one thing you said earlier. You said something about being grounded and being like, you gotta be, you know, what you say? You gotta be centered. So each and every day. I mean, you talked about this. I do yoga and meditation every single. Listen, every single. Well, for this COVID, it brought me this out.
Oh, you have to do it now.
Oh, I have
because the energy is so.
I can't go a day without thinking about it.
The energy is so. It's very tense. Yes. The universe is very tense to me, and so every day that before I get on that social media without dealing with my own mental. It can just go in. It could change my whole spirit. It'll change, and I want to make sure that I maintain. I center myself, and then I have to face that because I can't say I'm not going to do social media. It's my job.
Right. It's part of your. It's part of
what I do. Absolutely. And a lot of people are like, "Well, I can't do it. It's very emotional." Well, I have to be able to withstand that emotion, and live through it, and actually. And take it and be able to absorb it and find the positivity in it because I am this energy when I'm saying I'm the positive energy. So what I feel like is this positive energy walking through floods of negative people. I really do feel like I'm walking through the riots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even walking through it.
Without even walking through it.
But through your mental and what you see and what we go through. That's why like I gotta support what you're doing because I don't want to go down in history and be like, oh well, why didn't I just? She needed me to market her. I'm just gonna do it. I don't care. Like I just want to help her shed her light to the audience that I have and in my platform that you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you already touched 3 people. You know what I mean? Like and you touch them in different ways.
Yeah.
I'm just grateful for you. Thank you for doing your inspiration.
Man, thank you for interviewing me. It's always a great conversation, you know. And each time we get to do this, the next time I can't wait to get back and get to talking, especially when we get our things and when we get things in planned and things in order. It's going to be really, really exciting to just be able to come back and bring that positivity back on this platform. Remember, guys, everything that we do is to uplift, is to inspire, is to shed light on some of the common ideologies and some of the things that people sometimes you just need something else to smile about in this turmoil that we're going through on a regular basis. And you know what? Every day we got to wake up and we got to at least try to smile. And I hope that we can help you guys do that today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, no problem.
Thank you for allowing me to interview you.
Oh, no problem. I appreciate your time.
Oh, one more thing before we go. She was one of the first people to interview me.
Yeah.
You were like, I had an interview in Chicago, but you were like one of the first people to interview me, you know, on video.
I was looking for that. I was excited. I was like, oh man, you know, I remember I contacted you.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Shout out to her.
Oh, thank you.
I might do it real quick.
Yes. Hey, listen, Diesel Donlow. Make sure you at Diesel Donlow. Follow Diesel on there. Check me out on my social media. You got Rayshone Oliver here. You can find me on Instagram, of course, Rayshone Oliver 7 on TikTok. You know, I got to do that. And I appreciate your time. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Ouch.